Hey there. Welcome to yet another of Carlos's YouTube videos on numerology. This time is my introduction to why I chose the name Carlos Lee Perez. Many years ago, I began work at a home health agency. I did a temp job well enough that once complete, they offered me a permanent position. On my first day of official permanent work, I was introduced to numerous people. Last person, I took initiative. She had a placard with the name Holly to my right. Both the placard and she were to my right, and the placard was to my right of her. I said, "You must be Holly." She said, "You must be Carlos." I was thinking at this point, my name isn't Carlos, it's Kevin. And with a straight face, I looked her in the eye and I said, "My name is not Carlos." Yet, the name has stuck. Plus, Holly was offered a job as an English professor. Furthermore, after using numerology, I have found out this pen name suits me well. As an author and YouTube creator. Unlike other numerologers, I am including a rundown of this name in this video. My new and adopted full name is Carlos Lee Perez. I typically calculate the SU, short for Soul's Urge, first. This number symbolizes my relationship with my heart as I respond to this name. The SU focuses on the vowels in a name. SU, the description, see the description for this video for all the steps. For now, focus on what SU symbolizes and its results. Carlos Lee Perez's SU is 7, plus his outer expression, OE for short, is 9. Whereas his FN, which is 9 plus 7, which makes 16, then is reduced to 7, is also 7, much like the outer expression. 7's color is purple, whereas 9's color is gold. Now imagine a 3-story house. Oddly enough, in my spiritual house, Carlos does not sleep. Whereas my SUs, OEs, and FNs do. The OE, or outer expression, resides on the first floor. He entertains guests and occasionally interacts with the other personifications. Then SU9 resides on the second floor. She is at the heart of the house. On the top floor is the FN7. OE7. Living on the first floor is OE7. He decorates this floor with light blue and colors that complement it. He is a spiritual seeker of truths. He can be rather outspoken at times. However, he loves doing things his own way. As he applies his own knowledge. His other strengths include being practical, teaching others how to follow his footsteps, and learning how to sacrifice his way for the community. Plus, he has a tendency to take initiative. He is self-motivated. However, he has weaknesses too. His reluctance to follow others is a mixed blessing. It becomes a weakness when he ignores advice that benefits him. Rather, it would benefit him if he followed it. Plus, if he holds on to excuses to ignore it, he may forget the advice altogether. Secondly, he errs on the side of doing. This leads to being somewhat impulsive. He may need to take some time to avoid mishaps in his otherwise practical routine. Lastly, he is a potential soloist. He is more likely to give orders than to follow them. This makes him appear hypocritical. Those sensitive to hypocrisy or being bossed around avoid him. Therefore, too many people avoiding him leads to him being a soloist. Applying what I just said about OE7 to what I know of Carlos. Carlos's outer expression is 7. Why does this matter? I want to create a good to great first impression. By choosing the right pen name, this helps me create a good first impression. How others perceive me, my videos, and books is important. Coming across as someone practical, hardworking, and self-motivated makes my product. Rather, it markets my products. This leads to others to find their voice. through reading books, interacting with others, writing a book on numerology, and publishing these videos. I weed out misinformation and apply my knowledge on numerology. This process makes me more practical. When I am successful, you perceive me as a spiritual seeker of truth. Once again, that was about the outer expression 7. The steps to calculate this number will be shown in the description, and several more things of note are necessary at this point. Firstly, my outer expression is the result of my name that I choose to respond to. This is how others perceive me. And by knowing how others perceive me, I can better anticipate making a good impression, because I can avoid the weaknesses associated with this number, as well as better utilize its strengths. Now, on the second floor is SU9. SU is short for Soul's Urge. She symbolizes my relationship with my heart and the various desires that I wish to embrace. As I embrace those desires and act upon them, I can feel my heart more powerfully. My relationship with my heart grows and prospers. This is what the 9 symbolizes. My soul's urge is 9. She symbolizes what I desire in my relationship with my heart. What does 9 symbolize? She is the mildly egotistical humanitarian. She resides on the mental plane, and she is a doer. She has several strengths. She loves to be of service. She is quite energetic. She is authoritative. Unfortunately, she also has several flaws. She is not a good judge of character, first off. Secondly, she holds grudges. Thirdly, she is a potential doormat. If she does too much for others, this leads to them taking her for granted. She needs them to express their love of her. By appreciating her acts of service. Rather, by not appreciating her acts of service, she is a doormat. SU9 applied. Carlos's SU is 9. Her color is gold. In Taoism, gold means grateful, obedient, loyal, and devoted. So gold is an acronym for those things. I desire doing a golden level of quality. 9 is a mental and physical number. She offers much by being a hybrid. She does much for others. She overcomes my ruling number's weakness, daydreaming. Yes, my ruling number is 3. He overthinks things and may do too little. However, 9 does too much for those who do not appreciate my hard work. If my SU9's greatest weakness is feeling abused by others, then 9 and 7 offer a solution. Firstly, I believe selfless sacrifices reward is greater than its cost. By being of service, I learn through practice how to render this service better. Merely learning how to do something better is a reward. Secondly, as I do something long enough, people express gratitude for my service. By desiring, SU symbolizes desires, to be of service, I polish 9's gold. These acts make me glad that I receive gratitude for performing those acts of service. Then on the 3rd floor, the top and final floor, my full name's value is 7. He lives on the 3rd floor. Both my OE and FN are 7. My OE symbolizes how others perceive me, whereas my FN symbolizes my strengths as I do a job. And yes, the SU symbolizes how I perceive my own heart. So much of these numerology techniques are based on perception. Sevens are well suited for hands-on work, having faith in applying knowledge to get a job done well, and ignoring the messages of mansplainers. In my case, I have learned much about numerology. I write about it. I also record videos. I ignore those who try to convince me that numerology is baseless and is a tool used by con artists who only do this to steal from their clients. This simply is not true. Not to mention the fact that discrediting those who honestly seek to be of service to others just shows how small-minded those naysayers are. My hard work is my proactivity seeking spiritual truths. One truth is numerology unlocks people's potential. This is valuable. Therefore, 7 granted me support to keep on writing about numerology and publishing videos. Because I want you, all those who watch this video, and those who seek my services or read the book I recently published called Gemini's Numerology. This is how I want to be of service to others. And now for the conclusion. Many years ago, a now deceased friend, Holly, gave me the name Carlos. As my tribute to her, I use Carlos Lee Perez as my YouTube and pen name. He grants me numerous blessings. And yes, he refers to the name Carlos Lee Perez. The 2 sevens are proactive, practical, and determined to stand their ground. This helps me to write and publish videos. +9 keeps me active. He blesses my intellect, so I am of service. I'm also confident enough to lead. Therefore, I am grateful for the spirit of Carlos, and to Holly, may she rest in peace, for giving me this name. Thank you. And may numerology show you how to unlock your full potential.